Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this week is going to be a big week for you. There's going to be a lot of work to do. I know I've said that before, but this one is like one of the biggest kind of modules in this course that there will ever be. So basically I want you guys to grab your workbook if you are in the Shortcut to Success course. Link is in the description box below. If not, grab a pen and paper because we are going to be getting into it today, So today on the agenda is attributes, shipping dates and shop policies. So a big amount of work going into this. So let's begin with your attributes. For all of the Christmas products that either you are creating or you want to push for the Christmas period, you need to make sure that your attributes are updated. So for example, in the celebration section of each listing, the celebration attribute, you want to be changing that to Christmas, and do the same for any products in your shop that can be used for Christmas. And this might be quite a lot of them. I wouldn't say go through and change every single one, but definitely the ones that are proving popular at the minute for gifts, definitely change that attribute for Christmas. And you also want to be going through all of the listings for your Christmas hero products and making sure that they are updated and all of the attributes that can be added are added. So that was relatively painless, right? Well, now we're getting on to the next stuff. So the next task for this week is to make last posting date graphics, update your shop announcement, policies, and shipping profiles. Okay, so what I'm about to say might sound a little bit crazy, but right now you need to know your last shipping dates. Now I know that Royal Mail, USPS maybe haven't released them yet, but to be honest, what I do is that I go back over the last kind of 2-3 years, I look at what their last dates were then, and I average it out. Also, by the time Royal Mail actually released their last shipping dates, 9 times out of 10, the date for USA and New Zealand and Australia has already passed. So not a lot of logic in that. That's why I like to kind of average it out. And don't worry, there is no way that we will get this wrong. I will explain it in a second. And if you didn't know, Christmas is also about actually enjoying the holiday season and enjoying time with your family and friends. So that is why we are going to be looking at our last shipping dates now, just so you can kind of account in your diaries for if you want to go and see Uncle Jack, if you want to go see Auntie Maisel. Definitely, Christmas is not just about sales and your Etsy shop. So here's what you want to do. Number 1 is look at the last 3 years' last Christmas shipping dates for your carriers. Number 2, make an educated guess as to what this year's might be. Number 3, give yourself a time buffer. Number 4 is to stop shipping for Christmas in time to actually see your family and friends' faces. So I'm going to give you an example here, and I am going to be glancing down at my phone screen because I have made notes on here. The last Royal Mail first class posting date is usually between the 19th to the 20th of December. It takes me 1 to 3 working days to actually make the item ready to ship. I give myself a 2 working day buffer just in case I can't get to the post office for whatever reason. I'll add on another 2 working day buffer in case something happens. If you are in the UK, do you remember last year where the Royal Mail staff went on strike? That's what that additional 2-day buffer is for. And I personally would not have been able to get through that if it wasn't for that 2-day buffer. So very important. Double buff, people, double buff. So my last posting date, if the 19th was on a Thursday, would actually be the 10th of December. So that's a very educated guess as to what this year's would probably be. So you don't have to overthink this, but you have to also think about what would happen if you came down with a cold or flu over Christmas, or your car got snowed in the very last day, you had to drop off your very last bag of post, or you had to wait for supplies, or your local carrier had strikes. So as a business owner, it really does pay to be sensible and kind of get our thinking caps on and really kind of think about the worst cases that could happen and what we will do if they were to happen. So you want to do this process for each kind of country category that you have. So for me, I have UK last dates, USA last dates, New Zealand and Australia last dates, and the rest of the world last dates. So definitely, again, it's kind of worth you categorizing each of your batch of countries that you ship to, and then do that exercise for every single one of those batches. And also, just a word of warning, if you are in the UK, it's not unusual for the rest of the world's batch of countries last shipping date to literally be mid to beginning of November. So definitely make sure that you do this before then. So now that we have that out the way, we want to turn our attention to our graphics. So we want to be thinking about these areas: your shop banner, your listing image, your shop announcement, your policies, your shipping policies, and your shipping profiles. So with your shop banner, you want to be making a really fancy, really nice shop banner that is got a Christmas spin, but still in keeping with your personal branding. And also, it's a really fantastic place to house important information, such as your last posting dates and any delays and things like that. So your listing images, you want to be adding in a listing image of your last posting date on every single one of your products. Tedious, I know, and I get that it can be difficult, but the thing is that a lot of people only look at your items and don't actually go into your shop banner to see your last posting date. So it's really important to put that in there as well. Shop announcement is also really good to have these dates in the shop announcement section as well, just so that if a person is going to visit your shop and you have the carousel banner scrolling through and they might maybe miss those last posting dates, they can always go into your shop announcement section. Policies, it's really important to have your policies updated, especially for Christmas, and you definitely want to make sure that you put any circumstances in there that you maybe will expect to encounter or have encountered before, such as what would happen if a customer put the wrong address in, or what would happen if a delivery went missing. Make sure to outline these in your policies section. So shipping policies, again, outline your last posting dates. It's really important to put these in this box, in this area of your shop options section, I believe it is. But also as well, you want to copy and paste the outline of what would happen if a customer put in the wrong address or a delivery went missing or something like that. You want to make sure that you kind of make it very plain. Number one, what your last posting dates are, and number two, what would happen in any kind of cases that you expect to encounter or that you have encountered in the past. And the last thing is your shipping or delivery profile. So definitely, if you want to update any of your dispatch times, or you want to give yourself a little 1 day or 2 day buffer there as well, there is the place to do it. If you want to add on about 5 to 10 working days to make sure that your items, are having a buffer to arrive in the Christmas madness and the Christmas delivery rush, then definitely do that. So guys, your homework for this Friday to next Friday is to have all of that done. I want you to know what your last shipping dates are, to make your graphics and to upload them in the relevant sections, and to also update your shop policies and things like that. If you haven't already, go to the Facebook group, because I will be teaching this live every single Friday. The link is in the description box below. Also in the description box below, there is a link for the Shortcut to Success course waitlist. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up, and let me know how are you getting on with your Christmas prep. And guys, I shall see you next week for week 7 of the 13-week Christmas prep course. Bye everyone.